Taika Waititi may seem like the laziest director in the world.
Jesus Christ. I'm the laziest actor you'll ever come across.
Especially when he can't remember the names of his characters.
I play a bounty hunter droid called IG-88.
Or how to pronounce the name of his leading actress.
Is it Johansson or Johansson?
He never studies the backgrounds of well-known characters he's writing about.
I did 0 to no research about Hitler.
And fell asleep at his first Oscar nomination.
Taika Waititi and Ainsley Gardner.
And yet, he didn't really dream of being a director.
I didn't start till I was quite late. I was like 30.
Taika's films may look naive and show the ridiculousness of the world, but scratch the surface and we enter fascinating worlds and join complex characters, intrigued and hungry for more.
He's a master carver, deep-sea treasure diver, the captain of the rugby team, and he holds the record for punching out the most people with one hand.
So what are the secret ingredients of his unique comedy style?
My name's Taika Waititi.
The first thing that stands out about Taika's style are his characters.
Made of rocks, as you can see, but don't let that intimidate you. You don't need to be afraid unless you're made of scissors.
You know, I am attracted to the outsider, exploring this idea of people who don't belong, and, I'm always inspired by the outsider artists.
The vampires in What We Do in the Shadows, Ricky and Heck in Hunt for the Wilder People, most of his characters in Boy, and Jojo in Jojo Rabbit are all underdogs. Taika's characters want to be accepted. They try to act tough and cool, but really, they're kind of goofy.
Again, one of my favorite types of characters. He's a bit of an asshole and a bit of an idiot.
And Taika himself isn't afraid to play the same type of characters over and over again. He's ready to laugh at himself and bring a sense of self-irony to his films.
I'm not sure about the hips on the pants. Should they be bigger?
You look great.
Trying to be as honest and truthful and authentic to yourself, that's when things are funny. You know, when people who try to be funny and they aren't funny, that's a disaster usually.
But his focus on these distinct character types is not Waititi's only signature mark. There is yet another crucial element to all his work.
I love the naive. I love people who can see things with an innocent viewpoint.
Taika believes in the importance of nurturing your inner child. In fact, in many of his works, the main characters are kids. Many of Taika's characters have an infantile quality about them, from vampires to a priest, school teachers, and banned criminals. In the case of What We Do in the Shadows, while there are no children in the story, the vampires themselves act childish.
A ghost cop floating all by itself.
A lot of my stories are about young people seeing the adult world through the lens of a child.
The idea of looking at everything through the lens of a child is a crucial element of Waititi's style, and it's always interesting to see where that approach takes him.
Audiences need new and more inventive ways of telling these stories. And for me, the new ways of creating fantastical characters and really getting inside the head of a 10-year-old boy.
Someone tries to use mind powers on me. You know what I do? Use mind powers back on them.
That's when Taika flips things on their head, adding an extra flavor to his comedy style: spontaneity. He is a true genius of spontaneous humor.
Knock knock. Cabbage. Just a big cabbage. Just a giant cabbage that someone's wedged up against the front door. You've opened it and you can't get out of your house because of a giant cabbage. You've got to eat your way through the cabbage to get out to freedom. Just putting it out there.
He's bold enough to jump into the silliest of ideas and invite everyone to join his fantasy.
Part of my process is trying to create a bit of chaos, making it a little bit more chaotic, a little bit messy, break things.
Taika is known for improvisation in his films and giving his actors creative freedom.
Taika and I feel each other's vibe.
I just keep laughing for a long time.
Of course. He brings out the funny in me.
Hey guys!
Thinking on the spot.
This comes from a simple but brilliant philosophy.
Life isn't scripted. I wake up every day and I don't know what I'm going to say. I just sort of continue that at work.
Taika doesn't plan much. He pushes his approach to the extreme, not only improvising spontaneously on sets, but not necessarily preparing for his acting roles. One of the biggest examples is his preparation for the role of Hitler.
At first I thought maybe I'll do some research, and then I thought, well, hang on a minute, we don't owe him any authenticity, and I don't want to really have to play that guy and give him the satisfaction of having someone try to be him. And basically playing a kind of stupider version of myself, if that's possible.
Taika's preparation for his role as Hitler started and ended in costume and makeup.
I just didn't care about him.
Of course, the story of the film allowed Taika to do whatever he wanted with the character, since he wasn't portraying a real Hitler.
It's in this kid's head. It can't be a real depiction of Hitler.
Taika uses his unique approach not only for his own films, but also in movies in which he appears as an actor, like in his role in Free Guy.
I love the idea of playing the CEO of this big company and also having no idea what that meant. And I don't know anything about gaming. And again, I was like, should I do any research into this world? It seems too hard.
Or with his role as Blackbeard in Our Flag Means Death.
From the extensive research I did, which was typing in Blackbeard into Wikipedia, it says not much is known about him. I thought, that's all I need to know. We're done.
Surprisingly, for most of his characters, Taika didn't care much about changing his accent. Whether he played a pirate,
Blackbeard always wins, that's the thing. He can't fail. It's not even a challenge anymore.
or a bounty hunter droid in The Mandalorian.
Sadly, I must ask for your fob. I've already issued the writ of seizure. The bounty is mine.
That's it. That's my range. My range is me.
Call him spontaneous or lazy, but Taika Waititi's unique approach to characters quickly became part of his style. Whenever we see him perform or his new movie on screen, we immediately know this is gonna be messy, funny, and unexpected.
We've worked too long and hard for this.
You've only been here a few days.
But that's not all. The most important and iconic thing about every part of Taika Waititi's comedy films is never about the comedy, but about drama. There's always something deeper underneath.
They used to make fun of comedy. Well, they used to dismiss it because, it's just a silly film about silly ideas. But I know that my films are about very important things.
In each of Taika's films, humor functions as therapy, meant to bring a sense of relief to the viewer. We laugh, we cry, and we heal through his comedic perception of the world. What appears to be a comedy about the Holocaust, Jojo Rabbit, is actually much deeper than that. Among other things, the humor in this film serves as a special purpose, to grab the audience's attention, to find another creative way to communicate with the viewers about one of the world's greatest tragedies of the 20th century, which should never be forgotten.
I thought in terms of Holocaust stories, they need to keep being told, but if we keep doing them the exact same way, and that's the same with all art, and if we never change or pivot or try a new direction, then the story gets old, and that's when I think when people say, yeah, we've heard it before, we know, and then we start forgetting. That's why we have to tell comedies about this subject. We have to adjust the narrative to suit the audiences and the changing audiences.
Comedy is a form of storytelling for Taika, and a way for him to express himself.
Someone said to me, what's your work like? What can I expect? I say it's like, are they comedies? Yeah. Are they dramas? Sort of. They're like sort of mildly depressing comedies or kind of funny, sad dramas.
Sometimes his comedy is just a way to entertain the audience and make them laugh. Sometimes it's to support those viewers who are feeling out of place and to reassure them that they are not alone. Most of the time, it's to remind us of our inner child and the importance of seeing everything through the lens of childhood. But most importantly, Taika's comedies are always about preparing the audience to talk about something important, something that matters. And even when his humor feels chaotic, it serves one of the greatest goals of drama, to depict life.
The world needs ridiculous films because the world is ridiculous.